So for the past 2.5 years, we've been sounding the alarm on what is the underlying cause of restaurants having problems with thin margins, high food costs, high labor costs, and just being profitable businesses despite having great margins on individual items. So, as you may already know by now, we have started this series where we've picked four of our customers. There's three new ones, one existing, that we're building this platform in public to showcase how our system works, how we're attacking these problems, and how are we solving for these three major concerns within the restaurant space. So, what is our goal? Our goal is to solve for customer retention, get the customers back into the restaurant more frequent. And the reason that is critical is because when you increase your top line revenue, all of those problems goes away. I say this all the time in business, money solves all problems. So if you could simply increase your top line revenue, your thin margin of course goes away. Your food cost fluctuation of 3 to 5%, it's not going to hurt you, or it's not going to put you from profitable restaurant to non-profitable restaurant. And then your labor cost automatically gets resolved because of the tipping ratio, and also because you're earning more money, so you can actually afford to pay your staff more. So that is our goal, is get the customers to come back in more often, which drives top line revenue, therefore fixes those issues. So where are we so far? Today we're gonna look at this customer called North Point Cafe. They've been on the platform since September 21st of 2021, and they have not opted in for their marketing automation until recently. So without further ado, we're gonna get into the Milagro platform. This is a live system from them, and we're going to go to the customer data platform. And again, remember, we've been saying that 70% of customers that come into the restaurant visit just one time, meaning they don't come back. And look at the numbers, it's 63.3%, so it's very accurate. And actually this is the history. This history goes back until September of 2021, when they first went live with our point of sale system. So you can see a few things in here. We've got this filtered out, but we'll kind of do some testing in here. We'll clear out these filters over here, and we'll look, and we've got 38,598 customers in the platform. This is again for the past a few years, and you could see 63% of them have been there just one time, 17.5% have visited twice, 6.8% has visited three times, 2.8% fourth time, and fifth or more visits, it's 4.3%. So you can see that the numbers are kind of pretty scary, because majority of the customers are first timers, and you can see the dip to the third visit. So our purpose is, we've built an entire marketing campaign obviously to address this issue. So what we've done is we've modified our point of sale. So we're getting the customer's phone number first, and then we're proactively reaching out to that customer. So why is first time visitors so high, and why is there a big drop off? Because there is no proactive way to reach out to the customer and say, hey, we do exist, come back in. So here we've designed a marketing campaign that is going to address this, and it's going to treat the first time visitors differently than the second time, differently than the third and fourth time customers. Reason being, as you can see, by the time they make it to their fourth visit, they're more likely to come back in, and we want to monitor these numbers over the next 10 to 12 months and see the fluctuation of numbers and how effective the marketing is going to be with our system. And you can see this is proactively every day. You can see today is September 11th. So these are the customers from today that have automatically been built in the CDP. So we automatically build a profile of every customer with whatever data we have. We keep track of their total visits, etc. And then if we filter out, for example, you can see they've got some customers that have been there 300 times in the last few years. So it's pretty impressive to start looking at all of this data and know who your best customers are and how many times they've been there, etc. But if we go into, let's pick somebody on random like this Don Smith, you can see all the data that is automatically gathered about this customer, and the whole purpose of all of this is to drive that frequency of visit. So we're trying to get that customer back into the restaurant. So this person first visit was in 2022, so they've been roughly 2 years. They've been a customer for a couple of years. uh, Return on investment is 358%. So you know that if you give this customer $1 discount, they're going to spend $3.58 in exchange for that. LTV is 1,100 bucks, 1128, and their average spend is 1709. And you can see like they're ordering a lot from the North Point breakfast favorites, and they're ordering drinks, etc. And then all of the history behind it is actually shown here as well. So you can see all the orders that they've placed, and it's leading to all the data here up on top. 63 total visits. And again, the whole purpose is to create more of these customers because they're familiar with the brand, they know the brand, they trust it, they obviously like the brand, and it's easier to get them to come back in and place another order than it is to attract a new customer. So as this part, we're going to roll out the marketing automation, and then on the next set we're going to actually turn on the customer satisfaction score so we can also gauge the satisfaction of the customer with the brand. But that's all we have this week. Stay tuned, and on the next series we'll give you an update on how things are going and we'll compare the numbers.